So it's an extraordinary story, and I still can't quite believe it happened. You can read the details on my latest post, but in a nutshell, I'm on holiday in Western Canada with my partner in a cabin. I feel I'm coming down with flu, so I go to bed early. And then my partner comes to bed and finds I'm having a seizure. Calls an ambulance. In the ambulance, I have a second seizure. The paramedics are really hitting the petrol now to get to the hospital, and they're anxious. And I vaguely remember this, but one memory I have through the fog is of a medic saying to my partner, "Would John rather die or be in a vegetative state?" Shocking for him, and for me just utterly confusing. Thanks to great hospital care, they soon got me back up and running. It was viral meningitis. I've been terribly lucky. Whilst recovering, I've been thinking about communications, because an interesting thing happened shortly afterwards. I wrote a thank you letter to the medical staff, 2 thank you letters with a small donation for their fundraising. Got 2 replies. One of them was a charming note thanking me and saying, wishing me well, and saying they'd be sending the best wishes to the medical staff and the nursing staff. The other was a note saying, "You owe us money. You're not Canadian. You owe us money." Now, I'll of course be paying that. Travel insurance, I do recommend it. But got me thinking with this thought around communications. Do I sometimes, when I'm doing my news stories, get so sucked into the deadline and the drama, I forget there are real people involved and real emotions? If you work in HR and you're so busy with all the frameworks and the policies, do you sometimes forget the language that shows that you're sympathetic to the people you're dealing with? If you work in internal communications, do you sometimes just put out a lot of jargon but forget you've just got to get a really simple message across that's going to connect with people? So that's my thought to share with you now after this incredibly lucky break for me. I'm going to enjoy my workshops and my BBC News bulletins even more now because I'm alive, but it's given me a new thought about it, that when it comes to communicating, kindness really does count.